This is day 67. Can you believe it? There is a time we were on day one of the 90-day momentum challenge. Now we are at 67. In 3 days, we'll be at 70. And in another 20, after that, we will be at day 90. And some of you can't wait to read your Kailego, so we are coming close. And finally, people can stop threatening neighbors like, Omera, I will Kailego you. And we agreed no children are going to be born and called Kailego James Mugwe. Please. I want us to speak today specifically about the inner battle. The inner battle. Everything we have been doing during this momentum challenge, everything that we have been doing, it's about the inner battle. And it's a question of who is going to win the inner battle. Is it the higher you or the scared you? Is it the higher you or the limited you? Who is going to win the inner battle? Everything about 2024 is between you and you. 2024 is between you and you. It's not between you and the calendar. It's not between you and other people. It's not between you and money. It's not between you and opportunities. It's between you and you. When we did the paired exercise, the goal of that exercise was to bring you to one conclusion, that your biggest barrier is not external, it's internal. And the biggest barrier is instituted by primarily one person. You. You stop you. There is nobody that gossips about you like you. There is nobody that punishes you like you. There is nobody that holds you back like you. There is nobody that holds on to your past mistakes like you. You see, when other people offend us, we can walk away from them. But I can't walk away from me. You can't walk away from you. When other people don't believe, for example, you're selling something to them and they don't buy, you can move on and go sell to somebody else. But what happens when you can't sell to you what you need? You are stuck. 2024 is a battle between you and you. There is the you that God has said you are, but it is the you that has to implement what he has said. So who he has said you are is available, but who has to implement, has to be willing to stretch towards who you have been ordained to be, who you have the inner capacity to become. Are you willing in 2024? Are you willing to open up the possibilities no matter what happens, no matter what barriers you face? Are you willing to open up and allow as many opportunities, as many resources, as many new mindsets that you need to come in so that you can move closer to the who that has been predestined for you to become, so that you can start implementing what you need, whether or not you feel like it? To start implementing what you need on a daily basis, so that by December 2024, for the first time, you can say that I have been deliberate every single day. You can say that I had a vision, I faced obstacles, but I kept moving. I kept moving when I didn't feel like it, when I was tired, when I was sick, when I was distracted. I kept moving. Some days my best was almost average, but I kept moving. And some days when things were really aligned and I was able to kill it, I killed it. 2024 is a battle between you and you. And one of you is going to win. Which one is going to win? There's a story that is, the first time I shared, it's an anecdote shared, the first time I saw it was in a book by John Maxwell, that a grandfather was speaking to a grandson and he told him that, son, one day there were 3 pigeons seated on a branch of a tree. And 2 of these pigeons decided to fly. How many pigeons remained on the branch of the tree? 3 pigeons remained on the branch of the tree because deciding and acting on the decision are 2 totally different things. These other 2 pigeons probably decided, but they didn't feel like it. So they didn't do anything. These pigeons decided, but they were planning, they were preparing, they were straightening their wings. They were waiting to have lunch so that they have more energy to fly. Before they realized it, it was December 2024, and there were still 3 pigeons on the branch of the tree. You have the desire. The desire is very clear. It's at the beginning of the year. You want this year to be really different. That's the intention. That's the desire. That's the wish. That's really, really clear, right? And when you think about it, when I think about it, it's very exciting. The question is, what is it going to take for this wish to become a reality at the end of December 2024? And I'm speaking to you with a little bit more passion about this because this last week on Wednesday, I received to the hospital a really young patient, 47 years old, came in with a really big heart attack. I have been seeing this gentleman for the last 3 years. And every single time, see him about every 3 months, every single time, it's always the same discussion. What do we do about your weight? What do we do about your blood sugar? What do we do about your blood pressure? And it's always preparation. Oh, I have called the gym. Or I am waiting for my gym shoes to arrive, right? It's preparation. And it particularly broke my heart because it happened on a day when I am on call. And so I am the one going to speak to the family and telling them that he had such a big heart attack, that he has made it through, but he's going to have heart failure. And probably he is going to need a heart transplant because the extent it is the vessel we call a widowmaker, the biggest vessel at the front of the heart, is what was blocked. When he came off the table in the cath lab, went to the ICU, we have a pump, we put in a pump. That is all gone and is already off the hospital, but it's the impact on that family, very young kids, young family, is never going to have his life back. If I am part of your journey as you start 2024, and I don't make it really clear to you that you need to decide really deliberately and like really decide what you want in December 2024, I will be doing you a disservice. I will be doing you a disservice because I have been practicing medicine since 2009, and I have learned how fleeting life is. So precious, yet so fleeting. So precious that you and I being here in 2024 is no guarantee. There was no guarantee. You and I being here in December 2024 is no guarantee. But this moment now, you and I are here. This moment right now, if we make this moment count, we begin to move from the you and I who have to implement this decision to the who you and I have been ordained to become. 2024 is a battle between you and you. 2024 is serious business. 2024 is serious business. Serious business for you as a person. Serious business for the people that depend on you. Serious business for the people that are watching you silently and copying you silently. Serious business for the people whose life you're going to touch. The best gift you can give yourself is to become the best version of yourself. But most importantly, also the best gift you can give to the people that you really love and care about is to become the best version of yourself. in your regular emotions, day-to-day emotions, in your disciplines, in your physical health, in terms of your weight, your sleep habits, your all the other numbers, blood pressure, BMI, and all that stuff, but also most importantly, in terms of how you begin to expand your identity. Because you do not know whose life really, truly hangs on the balance just because of the decisions you make, at what time you make them, and how you show up. I have been working with another group silently that they're all professionals in a particular field in medicine, and helping that group to take the next move. They're all doctors, and they all trying to go to practice, to get to specialize and practice medicine elsewhere. We started the year with 14 of them. By the end of the year, there were 19 of them. Today, 17 of those doctors, all of 17 of the 19 doctors are either already out of the country, or they already have 4 of them. The 5th one just came to University of Kansas where I was. The remaining 4 already have positions lined up. And the goal is not for them to emigrate, just to go get to subspecialize and then come back to the country. But the reason I mentioned that to you is not because of the fact that they have been successful, but just to see how in less than 12 months, using the same resources, using the same opportunities, this group that joined, initially it was a bigger group, then I asked those who wanted to join. This group that joined are on a totally different trajectory, almost 360 degrees different trajectory, just because of 1 year of consistent effort, 1 year of studying 3 cases from Harvard University 3 times a week, 1 year of doing specific other tasks like studying EKGs, looking at X-rays, just looking at specific things, such that by October, you could pick any of these doctors, Kenyan doctors, you could pick any of them and put them in any university and have them interviewed. And it becomes very clear that this person knows what they are talking about. If you commit to 1 year of showing up deliberately on a day-to-day, 1 year, just 1 year, 1 year of getting coaching every Saturday for 1 hour, you will not be getting a bachelor's degree. You will not be getting a master's degree. You'll be getting the equivalent of a postdoctoral degree. Not even, it's close to a PhD, of 1 year of doing that consistently. In addition to that, reflecting every single day. There are chief executive officers that don't do that. There are business entrepreneurs in all circles who are really, really high paid who don't do that. If you have been doing the work that the 90-day momentum challenge requires of you from the beginning to today, you must already see the gap. And yet, we have not touched any of the deeper layers of the work that we need to do. And one of the ingredients that still remains is the modules that specifically work on your mind. I don't know what you want in 2024. I pray that you will finish the challenge well, but that when I interact with you in December 2024, it will no longer be talk as usual. It will be, this was serious commitment in 2024 and everything has changed. I'm going to find a way to have to unpack what I feel. I feel something really, really heavy, really, really heavy, because I know that there's a chasm ahead of you, there's a chasm ahead of me. If we leap across that chasm, if we leap across, some of you will gain the power to stop complaining about the government in Kenya and actually automatically become an authority where you're no longer just coming with age. You're coming with age, with wisdom, with a level of confidence that you don't depend on anybody to hold your hand or to lead you or to connect you. It's in this group, there are some of you in here, I look at your reflections and I pray that you break through whatever barrier you're facing and realize just how much influence you can have if this kind of reflection became a natural thing that you are doing, not just during the 90-day momentum challenge, but on a day-to-day basis. Even the quality of your family, if you have a family, you're going to raise a family, even the quality, those children will leave your house and whichever school they go to, they are the president of the school merely because they grew under your influence when you are doing this, when you are doing this work, without telling them, without teaching them, without training them. And that is because you radiate something that is pure, something that is irresistible. And they know that you don't disturb mom at 6 to 7 in the morning on Saturday. She is reflecting. And then one day you call them like, come and help me. They're like, Mom, I'm reflecting. I'll be with you in another 30 minutes. Particularly those of you here who have young kids, those who have young kids, we are raising kids in the most confused and the most dangerous of times. If my voice and your voice is not the purest and the most irresistible, they already have a million other voices. And those voices come in very entertaining ways through TikTok and Instagram and all other platforms. Plus now, who knows what else is going to come. 2024 is serious business. 2024 is serious business. Are you ready to do serious business in 2024? Are you ready to not BS yourself in 2024? And we said BS is business studies so that anybody doesn't get offended. I'm going to stop recording this over there.